Hi everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds. And today we got another tag for you. The off the top of your head book tag. We were tagged by Nicole's Bookish Nook, as well as Dark Roots Creations.
And this was created by the Library Mouse. So let's get into it. So off the top of your head, Joe, what was your very favorite picture book as a child?
Little Bear. Do you know that one?
I don't. Oh, Little Bear.
Little Bear.
No, I think I do.
He
Yeah.
and his mom. It's from the 50s.
Yeah.
And the illustrator is the guy from Where the Wild Things Are, Maurice Sendak.
Cool.
Yeah, the author is Elsie Holmlund Minarek. I'm butchering that, but it's just fond memories of going to the library as a kid and picking out that picture book and being all excited, and it was just cute and fun. And they did make a show like later on, but I love the books.
Cool.
Little Bear.
I feel like there's so many, but I'm gonna go with Very Worried Walrus, and this was by Richard Hefter. I think the book was like purple, or the walrus was purple, but it was like, you know, he was so worried about so many things and messing everything up, and like they had a whole series. There was like a camel that there was a book story about, and he was the Fix-It camel or something. Okay. All different animals, different I'd say mental health issues that each of them had.
So the walrus was like anxious.
Yeah, there was another one that was like lazy and messy. Yeah, I don't remember all the different things, but they were fun to read. And the illustrations were really colorful. There was so much happening in the pages. It was kind of like a Wacky Wednesday when like you're looking to try and find stuff going on in the pictures. I remember really like picking apart the pictures of those books.
Was there a goose?
Fun. Yes, Goose Off.
I remember this series in the doctor's office when I used to know they used to have it.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Cool.
All right, next question. What series did you love as a child?
I like many. I picked, Goosebumps. Loved the scary Goosebumps book. It was always so exciting to see the new cover, see what was going on next.
Yeah.
I love the Boxcar Children. That was like more like cozy and stuff. Yeah.
You know what? I'll mention one that I read when I was a little bit older, Babysitter's Club. I don't think I've like ever mentioned that.
The Babysitter's Club.
But there was so many of those. Oh my God, I read so many Babysitter's Club. They were fun.
There's so many.
Yeah.
And graphic novels too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one, the worst book you have ever read or tried to read.
So I don't know if it's the worst book, but the one that came to mind from recent times. I'm trying not to answer these the same.
I know,
because
I could be like this book over and over again. Yeah, yes. I tried to pick a different one too.
So I recently tried to read Time and Again by Jack Finney. Now this has been on my list for a very long time. It's like a time travel book. It's New York City. And everybody's talked about it. It was recommended a few times to me by some friends. And I tried to read it, and it just read so boring. I was so bored. It was almost like a boring textbook. I don't know. It was just, I just could not get into it. I was really excited, really disappointed. And so in recent times, that was like the worst one that I tried. And I know it's an unpopular opinion because it's kind of like almost like a classic. People love that book.
You're allowed to say it. I don't know what people think of this one that I'm going to say, but The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells.
So that is a classic.
Don't enjoy classics, guys. I'm so sorry for those of you that do. I can't get into them, but I force myself from time to time to read them. And this one I read because my daughter had to read it in like 7th or 8th grade or something like that, and she was having a hard time reading it. So I'm like, let's just read it together. And I ended up reading it out loud some nights just because the language was irritating. But God, did we not enjoy this book. And the Invisible Man himself, we didn't like him at all. It was just, I did not enjoy that book.
And then she had to do like assignments and stuff.
I'm sure. I don't remember what the assignments were, but yeah.
Okay.
Your favorite reading or book memory?
Staying up till 2 a.m. reading The Clan of the Cave Bear when I was really young.
Aw, you went young on this too. I went young too.
Yes.
Well, actually, I went young for my kids. So I'm with Pat the Bunny. Do you know Pat the Bunny? It's a teeny tiny little, it's like paper, the book, and it's got little fuzzy things to pat the bunny as you turn the page.
Okay.
Pat the Bunny, pat.
Oh,
and it's by Dorothy, I think it's like Cunhart. But somebody gave the book to me when I was pregnant. It was the very first book that I received. And it was the very first book that I read to my little tiny baby, you know, because like they don't even realize you're reading when you're doing it, you know. But you take their little hand and you pat, and
it's like felt fabric.
Soft, yeah. And it was just
it
was really sweet. It was, the woman that gave it to me was a librarian at an elementary school, and so she had a real fondness for books in kids' lives and everything too. So it was just a nice, warm, fuzzy kind of feeling about reading.
Yeah.
And my kids are now both readers. They just love reading. So
see, you did it.
I know, and she helped.
All right, number 5, a book you loved as a movie.
Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, the movies.
Those are the best.
Just got my son to watch the first one with me. And I'm like halfway through, I'm like, oh, dude, I forgot to tell you, this is like cliffhanger and we have to watch more.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to watching more with him.
Those are the best, and you get the DVD and like all the like extras, and you could be there for like 3 days because it's so long.
It's a lot to consume, but it's so good. I really, really love those movies.
Those are the best.
Yeah. How about you?
I chose Hunger Games. I love those movies.
They are good.
They're so good.
Definitely.
I'm thinking of rewatching those as well.
I could do that too. I need to, because I haven't watched the prequel movies at all.
Oh no? Okay.
No, yeah. Is the new one out? The Sunrise on the Reaping? Did they do that movie yet?
Not yet.
But I haven't. There's one for the other one.
Yeah.
Songbirds and Snakes. I haven't seen that movie. I have to.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question.
A book you wish they would make into a movie.
I would love to see The Cruel Prince as a movie.
Yeah.
I just really love that series. So I would enjoy very much seeing that on the big screen.
You know, she does a lot with that. She just released like a jewelry type of line. I sent it to her on Instagram. You know,
I never open Instagram.
I know.
I'll see it
usually
eventually.
like I alert you. I sent you something, but I forgot.
You just wait.
It's like these like necklace or bracelet charms or something, all about like the cruel prince. So I'm like, can you put your attention towards a movie, please, instead of stupid jewelry?
I would love that.
We love you and all, but come on.
Yeah.
This is not what we want. My answer would be Assassin's Apprentice.
Oh.
My new obsession by Robin Hobb.
Yeah.
I want to see Fitz and his world brought to life.
Yeah.
It's time. I'm surprised there's nothing for this series. It's not new.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder if they'll circle back to something older.
I wonder.
You know, we might run out of content that they want to make into a movie, maybe.
Exactly. All right, number 7. A book character that you would like as a friend.
I would like Hermione Granger as a friend. She is so loyal.
I love her.
She's so loyal. She's so smart. She can really help to get you out of any bind. I appreciate how dedicated she is to the cause, to the friendship, to everything. She's great.
She is great.
Wouldn't she be a good friend?
And she's funny.
I think she would be a really good friend.
With that frizzy hair. And all she wants to do is study. Remember our videos back on there? Those are fun.
Yeah, we could connect intellectually. It'd be so great.
Yeah, she's good.
I would love it.
She's fun. I want to be friends with Fitz.
Yeah.
The bastard from Assassin's Apprentice. He's just, he's the underdog. Everybody just craps all over this poor boy, and now he's now up to the part where he's like a young man. He's in his like early 20s, I think. So aside from that, just want to like be his buddy. He's freaking amazing. He's an assassin. He could like protect us everywhere we go.
That'd be cool.
He has these amazing powers.
Because there's so many people after us.
You never know. These people walking in the background, you don't know what's going to happen. He could teach me how to skill, right? Which is like controlling people with your mind.
Okay,
right?
Cool.
He could teach me how to have the wit powers, which is like communicating and bonding with animals. And he's just awesome. And he always does the right thing. He's like,
oh, so he's got good morals.
He's morally sound. Everybody is just like terrible in the kingdom and like doing horrible things, and he's like setting everybody right.
Very nice.
I like him.
Good answer. All right, number 8. What's a place you want to visit because of a book that you read?
I want to go to Mary's hometown, Amish country.
Stop it!
You're Amish, and everybody knows it. I read Plain Truth by Jodi Picoult, and it just put me in the mood. I want shoe fly pie. I want to go to all their little shops. I want Mary to show me around and show me all her little things that she does.
I'm going there this summer, and I've never been.
See?
I've never been.
You're going to love it. You're going to be like, why do I feel so connected to this place? I used to call Mary Amish when we first got together because she like doesn't know any TV shows. She doesn't watch any television, any movies. That's it. She doesn't
I
know
was
anything.
busy with young children.
I'm like, what are you, Amish?
He's very judgy.
So that's my answer.
Okay. I want to go somewhere beautiful and with water, so I picked Prince Edward Island, which was in one of these summer books that I read last summer. This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune.
And that's like up, right?
Up in like
Up in, like,
Canada.
yeah.
Above Maine area.
Yeah.
So it just sounded beautiful. And I've never been in that area at all, so that would be really fun to see.
That's a good choice.
And some relaxing beach time. Very nice. I welcome that. Next question. A nonfiction book that you would recommend?
Mine is so like not fun, but it's very useful.
Okay.
9 Steps to Financial Freedom by Susie Orman. You know Susie?
No.
She's that Spitfire blonde with the short hair that's always like on TV for years, even when we were younger.
I'm Amish, so like, why would I know that?
This Amish shit. God! Susie's great. Like, she really tells you to get your shit in order for like finances and like credit cards and like anything financial. Like, she has the answer. And I love, like, she doesn't take any crap. She'll tell you if you're like messing around and like you need to get your act together. Like, you're how old? And like, she goes off on them. I'm like, you tell them, Susie. And it just inspires me. I feel like I'm gonna get rich when I watch her.
Wow.
I'm not rich yet, but it just gives you that feeling.
And she has a book too?
Oh, she has many books.
Okay. I was like, ugh, because it just sounds like it would put me to sleep, but it's a topic that's so important that I should pay attention to. I just have such a hard time with these like self-helpy kind of topics to pay attention. So I chose Educated by Tara Westover.
We like that.
We did like that one. We did a review about that one back in the day. Gosh, I wonder what our review was like. It was probably a very different style.
Ages ago.
Than we are
We
now.
were in cap and gown for the skit.
And we were in like a different, remember when we filmed in a different spot that we got kicked out
location,
of?
Yeah.
Yes. So that was a long time ago. But so the book was about a girl, where was she, like in Utah? Did she grow up in Utah?
Somewhere like that.
Somewhere up in out west, northern, western United States. And like, it was like she was like raised off the grid. Like, I don't think that they had like any knowledge that this child existed, and she didn't go to school, and she was raised in an abusive household, and like essential oils were the only medicinal things that were used, and some serious injuries happened to family members that they just like powered through with oils and whatever else. But it was wild to read the experience of her growing up. And then she wanted to go to school, and she did end up going to college too, so she did get educated. But like, her life in itself was like, wow, quite an experience. Tough. And
they were mad at her because she wanted to pursue education. Like, the parents just did not understand.
It's not an easy life for this girl. So it was really intriguing to see such a different life.
That's a good book.
Yeah, it was. Next question. If you could hang out with an author all day, who would you pick and why?
You're peeking at my answer. I thought it would be mine, but it's not.
Okay.
Well, you know what mine is.
Is it TJ Klune?
Yeah, it's TJ Klune. So we love TJ Klune. I picked TJ for obvious reasons, but I just think that I feel like we could have like a really fun time with him, like laughing like idiots. Like, he's very entertaining, very witty, very smart. But then I feel like we could also go deep, right? And that's in his books. His books are hysterical, and his books make you cry. So like, I feel like we could really have great conversations, really bond, really like just go in and just have like a great day.
So you know what's funny? I was gonna pick him. And Joe and I, we met him at a book signing. We were so excited. So I was like, all right, well, I met him. Do I need to hang out with him all day? I didn't pick him because I feel like it would be like so horrible for him because he does not want to do people all that much.
You're being considerate for him, so you can't pick him in this imaginary answer.
I can't pick him.
It would be horrible for him. You spared him. Well, I didn't spare him.
He just wants to be home with his dog, by himself doing his thing. He doesn't like having to be like switched on and in public and all of that. So I'm like, oh, I can't do it to him.
That's hilarious.
So I picked Holly Black because I've never met Holly Black, and I love Cruel Prince, and she seems to be a bit of a character. She's got like manipulated ears that she's cut and surgically made into points, like her fairies that she has. And I mean, that's just so unique. So she's got to be like quite the character. I think it would be interesting to get inside her head for a little bit and see what she's like. I don't know. It might also be really jarring, and then I'd be like, "Whoa, she's one of my favorite authors," and that was a little scary. I don't know.
Really jarring, yeah. Probably that way.
I think it would be interesting.
It definitely
has
would be.
potential.
Yes, I would like to be a fly on the wall on that one.
All right, so that's it. Now we have to tag some people. This tag was like done a while ago, and we apologize for just getting to it. But maybe if we're tagging people now, it'll keep it going, which will be fun. So who are we going to tag?
So we're about to have a rebirth. Okay, we're going to tag E.D. Lewis Reviews, Criminali, Faceless Book Reviews.
Go for it.
Love him. And Thomas R. Howell.
Have fun with it, guys.
If you're enjoying Book Buds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel,
Book Buds!
Be sure to subscribe.
Okay.